and kind of all over the place. So I'm interested in seeing what yours turns out to be for February for Case of the X, especially with all this crazy eclipse energy going on right now. So Leo, let's see, what is the thing that keeps you holding on to your ex, whether you're just thinking about them, whether you still really want them, you miss them, or you just like, I have this nagging thing where I can't let them go. Like, it will be different for everybody because it's general. So what keeps you and your ex connected, Leo? Well, we have the King of Fire. So Leo, I hate to say it with this card, but you might be more connected to this relationship still than your ex. But let's see, I always do too when a court card comes out. We have the Maiden. Okay, with this here, Leo, I feel a couple of things. Either you feel like the relationship was newer, like you didn't really get a chance to have a chance with this person, or you feel like the relationship ended before it was really over, or before you were ready for it to be over, and that's kind of why you're hung up. So those are a bit different energies. And so if it's somebody where you feel like it didn't really get a chance to happen, that could be somebody you just really liked and connected to, but you never really went on any dates, or you were just kind of crushing on them, and then it just didn't pan out. Or maybe it is somebody that you dated for a little while, but it just kind of fizzled out, and you didn't date them any longer than 6 months. Like, it was a very young, new relationship, probably just like a few dates or just a couple months dating. So it's either that, a newer relationship that didn't, you don't feel like you had the full chance to see what it could manifest into, or it's a relationship that ended before you were ready for it to be over. Like, the relationship truly wasn't over when it ended. So that's very interesting energy, Leo. You're coming through very strong. And if you're not still really like connected in to this ex, then I don't know that this reading is for you, because you're coming through right here in the reason why. So you're still feeling them quite strongly. That doesn't mean they're not feeling you strongly. We haven't pulled any cards for them particularly, and you just happen to come through these cards. So let's see how you're doing, Leo. How are you feeling about your ex? Or, how are you dealing with not being with them? What's going on with you in February in regards to the ex that brought you to this tarot reading? You are feeling indecisive. Wow, cornucopia, and we have the 2 up there. So, and then with that Maiden, this is definitely somebody that you could consider. You wonder, is that my twin flame? Is that my twin flame, this ex? But you're undecided about that, Leo. Like, you're still very attached to this ex emotionally, but you are undecided if they are truly the one, if they're really what you think they are, or if you guys could really have and be what you think you could have and be. Like, you really don't know. You're back and forth. So let's see how your ex is feeling about you, or, what's going on with them at this point in time. And you know what, Leo, your solar forecast, your forecast for Aquarius season was all about an ex that you needed to let go of. So I don't know if that's the same ex coming through in this reading, but I almost wanted to say at the start of this reading, just go watch your Aquarius season forecast. It's talking strongly about an ex. But let's see how your ex is feeling about you in February 2018. Well, we have door to value. That's promising. Broken heart. Leo. I see this two different ways. I either see this as your ex is still missing you and like sees you as the jackpot of all things, okay? Or your ex is seeing you as having the broken heart and like you see them as the jackpot of all things. So I'm going to draw more cards because it's like you're contradicting and they're contradicting. So what's going on? And look at 8, 9. Quite synchronistic reading so far, if you ask me. So I'm going to pull a card for you and then a card for them from the Visions Oracle to get more info on this. Because, oh my god, yeah, look at that. I'm just going to put that right there because to me, this is saying, again, this is that twin flame, like, you really question if they're your one, like, is that my one? But at the same time, this here is saying, maybe you guys didn't see eye to eye on something, and it's like there was just some difference between the two of you, and you are feeling now like whatever it was, like that's not the issue. Because we have cornucopia and money, door to value, maybe Leo, it had to do with money, like maybe you didn't have enough money, or you were having a hard time in life, or at the time they just didn't have enough money and they were having a hard time in life. But for some of you, money could definitely be a reason why we parted ways and it didn't work out, okay? But with this flopping out like it did, it's telling me February, whatever that was, that energy is much more aligned now, like you guys are on the same level financially. Others of you, this could talk about how you guys finally see eye to eye about something or certain things. But again, for others of you, this is just talking about how I believe this is my twin flame. Like, I'm really questioning this person if they're my twin flame. So let's pull a card specifically for you, Leo, and then for the X. Oh, look at, we have this 11 again. Oh, goodness me. Leo, yeah, this here is, you want a new beginning with them. Like, whether you feel like that's something that could happen or not, you truly want a new beginning with them. And with that, oh, goodness. Oh, wow. And they're coming. Okay, so this here, I would say your ex, like, there's a whole, like, new beginning going on in their life, like, in general. Okay, like, there's some good, it looks honestly like there's some good things happening for your ex, especially finance, career, maybe. And I feel like there is a part of them that misses you and wishes you were a part of this too. Okay, also, for some of you, this could mean, like, your ex has moved on, like, they've mended their heart with some money, but this is, like, there's this new energy, and because it's a 1, this could mean they are open, Leo, to another beginning with you, a new start with you. So, let's pull some tarot cards to see how this energy plays out in February. Because, I just think, Leo, you're having a hard time letting this person go, or even if it's, like, not an intense feeling, it's, like, forgetting about them. You constantly are thinking, what if, and whatever's going on in their life now is making you feel like, oh my god, I really think maybe it could work now. I don't know why. This isn't a personal reading, so it could be a number of different things, but it's just like whatever is going on for them now, it looks like it makes them more compatible for you. And it's like there's this alignment where you guys are on the same playing field and you weren't before. And it could be that it's you that had to, get in alignment with them. Maybe it was you that had so many issues, or, whatever the case may be. So let's see how this energy plays out in the month of February 2018. We have the Hanged Man, so it looks like there is some restriction. We have the Nine of Wands. Looks like we've given up hope. We're not quite open to exchanging information, but we are fantasizing quite a bit. Yeah. Leo, this is quite the interesting reading. What this looks like to me is you're either completely restricted from this ex, or they're completely restricted from you, or you're restricted from each other. Like, maybe they're in a relationship with somebody else and you're single, and that's why they just can't, really happen in February. Or maybe you're in a relationship and they're single, and so it's not like you could just hop out of your relationship and get back with them. So I feel like there's some sort of other obligations that aren't really allowing you guys to be together. And it's almost like, it's crazy, Leo. It's like you don't believe you could ever be back with them, but you want to be. Like, you have this indecision. So it's like you tell yourself, oh, it will never be. But then on the other hand, you're like, well, maybe it is supposed to. Maybe they are my twin flame, my soulmate. So let's pull some romance angels to get some more information, because this is so back and forth. It's like, I want to give you all of this, but then how the energy plays out is like, nope, that nothing can really happen here. So that is totally bizarre to me. Totally bizarre. We have heart-to-heart conversation very soon. And love yourself first. So, you guys might have, and look at the next card, separation. You guys might have some communication with this particular ex in the month of February, but I don't really see you guys getting back together or having a second go round in February for whatever reason. I just don't. Let's pull some Wisdom Oracle. And maybe you weren't even coming to this reading to see if you were going to get back together, because that's what I don't get. You're thinking in your head, there's no chance we'll ever be back together. But then you're still in this limbo of, well, is that my twin flame, or is that not my twin flame? Is that my twin flame, or is that not my twin flame? Even though it's like you're telling yourself the whole time, we're never going to get back together. I don't get it, Leo. I don't get it. So, but I'll say this much. This is coinciding very strongly with your Aquarius season reading, talking about this ex, that February just is not the time and place for it. In fact, if anything, there's going to be changes between you and this ex for sure, okay, because of all this eclipse energy. And hello, it's a full moon in Leo on the 31st of January with a total lunar eclipse. So that's, some heavy, intense energy right there. But the full completion of the eclipse season happens in Leo season. Okay, we have 2 more eclipses at the end of July into August. And we also have one in Cancer season, so it's Cancer and then 2 in Leo. And then there's a lot of crazy astrology for Leo season. But what I feel is whatever this conversation, whatever happens in February between you and this ex, leaves you guys separated. Just as this card indicates, like, that's your status in February. And honestly, I feel like if there's anything else to come or to happen with this ex, it doesn't come until after Leo season or during Leo season. Because of the astrology. But let's pull some more cards. Yeah, look at a change in the winds. Conflict and chaos and TikTok. So, Leo, I just feel like you've got to wait for a change in the winds. And with this particular relationship, if it's meant to reconcile, it does not come until like during Leo season or after. Maybe December, to be honest, just because of this card here. So, this is a general reading. Love can happen at any time, but I just don't feel like February is the month that it's going to reconcile with this ex. Like, the timing is just not there. Like, it is not the right time for it. There's too much. I feel like too much would, it's just not the right time. Not for you, not for them. And it would create nothing but conflict and chaos. If you really truly tried to get back with them, it's just not the right time, Leo. It really isn't. And you've got to wait for the change in the winds for this relationship to ever come back together again, if it's even meant to. Okay? So I would highly recommend you watch your Aquarius season forecast that I just uploaded on Saturday, because it did really talk about an ex and gave far more information than this reading even did. So take this and watch that, and I hope that it helps and offers you some